Hello and welcome back to Unrest Digest. It's really hard to tell and find out what the hell's going on in the world and in this country, to find out what people are talking about, to find what news to cover, because I have no idea. I don't want to cover the Justin Neely thing, unless maybe I will, I don't know, unless I have to, because that was like 2 weeks ago, I think. And I don't really know what else I can add on that thing. So I looked up what was trending, and apparently Year 6 SATs are trending. Let's find out why. Cue that music. Do. Year 6 stats, children distraught after reading paper. Apparently this is newsworthy. Parents and teachers of Year 6 pupils say a SATs reading paper was so difficult it left children in tears. Oh God. Is it long gone are the days of Akmood and his 7 apples and Jimmy and his 6 and such and the train that arrives? And I'm not going to make a joke. I'm not going to do it. Oh God, I wasn't going to make that joke if that's what you're thinking. One mother told the BBC that her child, who loves reading, was unable to finish a paper. A head teachers union said that even staff had struggled to understand the questions, and it would be raising concerns about the paper. The Department for Education, DfE, said it had worked to ensure that all tests are appropriate. Some parents on social media said that their children were distraught after the paper. Let's say the same thing over and over again to see how long we can make the article, which is part of a series of national curriculum tests known as SATs. I got 3 5s in my SATs for English, Maths and Science, just saying. If I don't know if that means anything, or if anyone like watching this actually understands what that means anymore. I don't know. I don't know if that's the standard they still have. I think GCSEs have gone. Do we still have GCSEs? Who knows? Head teacher in Cheshire wrote to her MP calling for SATs to be scrapped. Okay. After her primary school pupils were broken. Oh, what's going on with the kids today? Haven't got the strength to read the SATs paper. I remember we had a nice full English breakfast every morning. I think I owe that credit. That nice meaty breakfast, bacon, sausage, and all the hash browns in the world. That's what that helped me pass, because I'm pretty sure there was a huge. When my diet increased in sugar, my school scores went down. I can blame it on the sugar. It's probably just me doing absolutely nothing growing up. Jill Russell from Cumbria had a daughter, Pashley or partially? Okay. Was very close to tears when she picked up from school on Wednesday. I would be too if I was called Pashley. Okay. Pashley, who is autistic. I feel like that Russell Howard moment now. When he took the mick out of someone with special needs and to their face. I haven't done that. I feel bad. I feel really bad. I take back my comments. I disavow. And please don't sue me. Loves reading, and it's the subject ambassador for English in her school. She'd been worried about SATs, but reading was the one she was least concerned about. She usually ends up having a lot of extra time left. Can you just tell me what the question is? I want to read it. She usually ends up having a lot of extra time left over, and so I don't think I got to the end of the paper. I didn't understand a lot of it. It didn't make sense. It's definitely made her more anxious about going back in today, Thursday. I actually do remember some of the questions that were actually quite difficult, the way they would be written. I remember actually sitting and reading the papers going, what are they asking here? It would be like, I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't quite think of one. But it would be like, if Jimmy has 7 apples and on the 7th day of the week he then found a 6th apple, how many times should he go to the shop in order to have 10 apples or something like that? And it just wouldn't quite make sense. Maybe this is what they're getting at. It kind of feels like they're being taught how to pass the test as opposed to being taught, and then the test is an addition, she said. Right, okay, what you just said doesn't make sense. Or at least it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, the government has advised the content of the test paper should be published until all year pupils have had the chance to take it. Ah, great. So they're not even going to include it. Can I go to Twitter? Let's go to Twitter, shall we? Let's see what Twitter's saying. Let's do a live fact check. What's happening? Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, this is really, what's the word? Professional what I'm doing right here. No, I don't want to log in. I would like to just search, please. Explore would be nice. Create an account. Oh dear, why is it just loads of stuff about Princess Diana? Sign in with Google. Yeah, just sign me in, please. Confirm. Sorry about this, everybody. All 7 of you. That's a push, isn't it? That's a real push. Oh dear. I could go on my phone, but I'm using my phone to record because I don't have a camera because I don't have any money. 2 seconds, guys. So have they not all done the sats on the same day then? Because I remember it was a sats week that we had. So unless this is like midweek, what day are we on today? Friday. So surely the sats should be out unless they're doing it differently across different schools, different regions, I guess. I suppose that's how they do it with the holidays. I'm completely unavailable to sign. Yeah, it won't let me sign into Twitter, so maybe we'll just keep reading the chat. That's really annoying. No, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. Technical difficulties right here. This is really bad. But yeah, I've been thinking about possibly moving to Twitter. I mean, I have an account, but I'm only following 8 people, and I don't have anyone following me. So maybe I'll log in with my old Twitter and just piss off all the people that are on there. But apparently, Tucker Carlson's now doing a show on Twitter. I don't even know you could do shows on Twitter. But if so, we might upload to Twitter. I mean, we're already uploading to Rumble as well. If you watch that, if you go onto there, we can talk about things without being censored. What's happening? Let's search Twitter for Year 6 stats. Stats? No, it's sats, isn't it? I'm going to fail. Currency against US dollar. Oh dear. The UK's gone up. Oh. Share your 2023 Apocalypse Garden. What? No. What is this? This is what I don't like about Twitter. There's like, I never understand how to use it, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Here we go. Let's look at this.
To its correct suffix.
Suffix.
Or how about label each of the clauses?
Well,
you answer these questions.
Right, can you hear it?
Draw a line to match each word to its correct suffix. Or how about label each of the clauses in the sentence below as either main or subordinate. Just 2 examples of the questions posed to 10 and 11-year-old children in their SATs tests. But a number were left so broken by the reading test that some teachers want them scrapped.
It's really important that we don't
I think I'm supposed to provide commentary.
All about literacy and maths, because we're more than that. They are more than that.
Science.
What we do need to do
We're for science.
is trust our educators to make the right choice based on the cohort that they are teaching.
The cohort?
The individuals in their class.
One head teacher has already written to her MP calling for change.
Today was
while
not
another
acceptable.
parent tweeted,
I cannot believe.
My daughter is bright and was gutted today as she didn't finish the paper.
I didn't finish the
Another
paper
said,
once. I still got
my
highest in
very
the
able
class.
and capable son was crushed when I picked him up today.
Crushed.
For the first time ever, he'd left questions unanswered. And another
I
replied,
have questions
my
on
daughter
it.
sat this test today and was broken.
Last year, when
Oh.
the reading test, it didn't cause the same levels of anxiety, but it's really disappointing.
Is it that
to
hard?
see
I don't know what suffix is either. But I'm not in school
We've now
anymore.
got reading tests which are causing distress for our young people in our schools.
Because it's too
In a
hard.
statement, the Department for Education said, it's important that schools encourage pupils to do their best, but preparing for these exams should not be at the expense of their well-being.
Their well-being. Bloody hell, how hard are these things? Maybe it's because there was a lot of students passing these exams and they had to make them so hard so they would actually lose a few marks so they can actually have boundaries, because the children have been getting smarter, or I'm not sure, or have been getting better access to information due to the internet over the years. So they've had to constantly keep making the papers harder and harder and harder. I could be wrong on this. Otherwise, everybody passes, and you can't have everybody passing, because then what's the point in even doing the things in the first place? So this kind of makes sense if it is a little bit too hard. My main concern would be if the students aren't actually covering these topics in their classes before the actual stat tests, because we had this issue in our year because we were the first year where they introduced new rules and stuff around our education, and it meant all of the subjects had been changed. We had no past papers to look at to actually do any kind of learning from, in order to, you know, be like, oh, this is the kind of question that you can expect. We had none of that because everything was changed. And I remember there were several subjects, like maths, for example, that there were sub-subjects, is that a thing? You know what I mean? And I was just like, we didn't cover this at all. So I had to just go in and freeball it. And I'm not sure if, I don't know how I did on those specific parts. But if it's something to do with that, then fair enough. But just having hard questions, if it's affecting your child's mental health, I think there's other issues going on with your children and our children. But I do understand they would be upset, but if they don't know, they don't know it. I've asked Year 6 teachers about their year SATs. Here's one reply. My best reader, who has achieved greater depth in every past paper this half term, didn't get to the last 2 questions yesterday and was in tears. Well, maybe you shouldn't finish every paper. I'm sorry to come out and defend the people who write these questions and stuff, because I don't 100% agree with the whole school system in general. But if you can't answer the questions, then you can't answer the questions. I mean, if every single student fails, I don't know what the first half of the papers were. Were they sort of, were they hard questions to begin with? Or was it just the hard ones at the end? Because that would kind of make sense. Maybe you shouldn't finish the paper, only the highest student. And maybe next year, when they learn these kind of questions, they'll be ready for them and there will be students that finish. I believe that's just what's happened here. But I'm sorry it took so long to actually get into it. Well, I think we'll leave it there. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out the Rumble channel. And I need to stop accidentally doing Hitler salutes because I have a huge issue with doing that. I can't wait to get cancelled or arrested or worse. Anyway, cheers guys.